Hello and welcome back to another video. Hi, I'm Lynda from the Rosey Planner, and if you're new here, hello and welcome. And if you've been here for a while, you know what I'm gonna say. Hello lovelies! So welcome back to another video. Today is a little bit different video. I said that I was going to give you a little flip of how I am doing my 75 hard recording, basically how I have set up my planner just to ensure that I do it. If it's something you're interested in, I'm going to share the tools that I'm using to keep track of my calories, my workouts, and also like how I'm actually tracking the whole challenge. So if it's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. If these videos, you like them, please consider liking and subscribe to our videos, because it really does push our videos out there for more lovelies just like you to find them. If you're ready, grab a coffee or just relax. It's going to be a quick video anyway, just a quick flip, and I'm going to show you how I set up my week so that you actually can see some of the process of the actual planning. I know that I'm one of those what people might call pretty planners. I love deco, I love stickers, but function is above everything. So I wanted to show you a little bit about my system and how I actually plan. This is my life planner, my work planner. My journal is separate to this. Trying something new this year with keeping my journal separate. This is one of our collaboration covers from Naya Potpourri, and we did a collaboration last year. We're still doing it. The cover is like this. It has this hard pocket at the back. It's something that I designed, and this is in the color Milkshake Suede. So lovelies, I'll link the covers below if there's any at the time of this video left, and I'm just going to take my planner out of the cover just so that it's easier to work. And also this is a notebook. Actually this is a suede leather, and when I'm using inks or something, I prefer to take my planner cover off in case something is on the table, and then I turn it over on it. So my system comprises of a brain dump notebook, and this is the A5 2025 dated Rosey Planner to my river paper. So my current brain dump book, which normally is any notebook I can sort of get my hands on, which is A5 and just the tin version. I'm hoping to soon release our own brain dump books, because that would just be ideal, at least for me. But at least I can give you an idea of how I use a brain dump notebook. I use it to capture just everything messy and on the go. Sorry, this is just the index of it, but just giving you a quick idea of how I collect my thoughts. And this is my second one this year already, so that will tell you how fast I go through them. I keep this usually at my nightstand and I fill it as I go, but I'll show you how it is actually part of my system. But first, let's just show you this week on 75 hard. Can I just say, lovelies, if you haven't been watching over on Instagram, my husband Hannes and my brother Daniel bet me 200 euros each, which is probably around 220 US dollars each. So that's 450-ish US dollars, that I cannot complete the 75 hard challenge. So if any of you haven't heard about the 75 challenge, basically there's 5 requirements, which they consist of working out twice a day, 45 minutes both workouts need to last, and 1 must be outside. You must drink a gallon of water a day. You must what was the other thing? You must read 10 pages from a non-fiction book. You have to follow a diet. I'm following an 1800 calorie just restricted diet, and then you need to take a progress picture every day. So lovelies, I officially started the challenge last Monday, which was February 10th, and it will end on April 25th if I manage to do it, which I am really hoping I do. But I wanted to show you just basically how I'm tracking it and using the 75 challenge also as a way to be creative, that I can sort of use it in my journal too. I love doing challenges because I am ADHD, I have ADHD, and just challenging myself like sort of is exciting to me. So, and it's a really nice way that I can do something different in my planner too. Let me show you what I'm doing. I listed here the 5 things that I must do. So an 1800 calorie restricted diet. Basically for me, I'm gonna leave below the link where you can find out how many calories you should be eating in a day based on how much you exercise, how much you weigh, and so on and so on. For me, my maintenance calories was about 2,300 calories, and that is because I've worked out a lot my whole life, or at least for the last 10 years, weightlifting, and I am a bit heavier nowadays, more than I was in the past, and that was, I had a lot of IVF treatments, and I also like to eat at Christmas time, so I gained a bit. So my current weight, and I want to actually before this just put out a trigger warning that if you are somebody who is affected by people talking about their weight or about weight loss, this video probably might not be the one for you, so you might want to click out of it now. But if you are okay with it, and this is just solely my experience, not anything you should be taking as like better advice than your doctor. I'm not any specialist or anything, I'm just telling my experience. So yeah, to begin was my 1800 calories, and I got that based on a small calorie deficit that I want to have to lose some weight, because I am currently over what I normally weigh. That may be a lot to do with the last IVF treatment. I know I gained a few kilos with that, but yeah, just in general in winter time in Finland, you don't move as much. It's quite cold outside, and yeah, you tend to eat and gain weight. So I did. My current weight starting the challenge was 82.7 kilos. In pounds, my phone is showing that it's around 182 pounds. So yeah, so I started off on Monday at 182 pounds, 82.7 kilos for those of you like us who are in Europe. My calories, 1,800 is good for me at that weight to lose a small bit of weight every week. So I will leave the calculator that I use to below. It's an online calculator. I will also use leave below the app that I currently use to track my calories each day. The name of the app is called LifeSum, and basically what you can do with that app is scan food products, and you just put in the amount that you're eating and it will do the calculations for you. And it's relatively pretty accurate because it has even the brands in there. I'll leave all of that down below. My next thing is 3 liters of water, because we don't do gallons here in Europe, but I decided on 3 liters of water. So I'm using this bottle, which is exactly 1 liter. It's an American brand. It says made in the US. I just find it really easy to keep track of because I have to drink 3 of these a day. And then I have to read 10 pages of a non-fictional book. I'm currently reading The Bullet Journal Method. So this is the book that I'm currently reading, and it is really interesting. I'm currently on page 104. It has basically the method of how to bullet journal. I've always been interested in the actual method of bullet journaling, like where it stems from, because I was a bullet journaler for years before I even started using planners, and I like the system as in like taking quick notes and how to sort of find your information. So I wanted to reread about this, because I haven't actually read the whole book before, but I had the gist of it. But I now wanted to read the whole book and figure it out so that I can implement it and share it with you later. As I said, I have to read 10 pages a day. So I've been doing that and log in just here from what page to what page I've been reading each day. And then I have my 2 45-minute workouts because I know that you just can't go to the gym every day and lift weights without rest days. I've been alternating. So basically on Monday I had a gym session for 1 hour and I went for a walk for 1 hour. Tuesday was the same. Wednesday I did 2 walks for 45 minutes each, and of course they were outside, and because one workout needs to be outside, I technically use that workout for my walk. Thursday I did 1 long walk but split it into 2 45-minute walks. And then actually no, Thursday I did a workout. It was Friday that I did that. That was really exhausting. Don't recommend that you do that. And then again yesterday I did both. So a short workout at the gym and a walk. So you just break them up. And then you have to take a progress picture every day. And how I'm keeping track of whether I'm taking the progress picture is I'm doing these ticks. So when I look at my planner that day, I know that I have taken the picture, because that's the hardest thing. I don't know if I plan on sharing. I did share on my personal page before when I did a challenge for 12 weeks and I showed my before and after picture. Maybe I will share with you. You know everything already about me, so maybe I will share in future. But I started my weight at that 182 pounds or 82.7 kilos. During the week my weight sort of fluctuated. It went up and down and up and down, and that's okay. So I wanted to do that to show also myself that it's okay to have these fluctuations on the scale, because if you're eating right and you know you're eating right and you're working out, there can't be that you are gaining fat. It's, you know, it's calories in and calories out. And I know a lot of things affect our weight, like hormones, stress. So a lot of that is water weight, and it tends to go up and down a lot. So for me, as you can see, I was 82.7 on Monday, and although I had worked out twice, eaten really good, on Tuesday I was 82.9, so I actually went up. So I decided to just keep track of my weight the whole week, just to sort of show myself that that's normal. And as the week went on, you can see my weight went down. So actually this morning when I woke up, I was 81.2 kilos. So let me check what that is. 81.2 kg, 2 pounds, and that is 179 pounds. So I went from 182 to 179 in the space of a week. So that's really good. That's 1.5 kilos. Next week, if I was losing that same amount of weight, I will be a little bit concerned, and I might need to higher the calories, because I might be having that I'm working out too much and my body is losing weight too fast, because I have worked out for a long time and know that I want to spare my muscle as much as possible. But if I'm in too low calories, my muscle will get wastage by the exercise. So it is a little bit more complicated, but the gist is that you sort of have just a mild weight loss. And of course, if I really wanted to lose a lot of weight, I would drop my calories down to about 1.6 or 1.5. But I personally, because we are trying for a baby, I don't want to be too hard on my body. I'm just going to do this challenge as a way to prove my husband and my brother wrong. But other than that, it's for fun. And if I get healthier and lose some weight along the way, it's all great. I do say to you lovelies that as planner girls, we tend to be people who sit in our office, sit in our bed a long time and journaling and sticking with stickers, and sitting a sedentary lifestyle is not healthy long term. So it is something that I try to encourage a lot on my Instagram, that we move a bit, and it doesn't have to be this extreme. You can just take 5-10 minute walks outside, not only do you get vitamin D from the sunlight, but you also like increase your like just well-being, your mind health and your physical health. One thing that I've always noticed is as somebody who has suffered with post-traumatic stress disorder, who has suffered with ADHD symptoms, who has also had childhood trauma, sexual abuse and physical abuse, and I've come through the other side, and can I just say that I would not be able to say the same if I didn't have physical activity in my life. I do tend to be sort of up and down with it, but there's always one thing I keep in my life, and that is getting outside, getting light and getting movement on my body just a little bit. And on those times that I'm very active, but sometimes I fall off the wagon, and that's okay. But if you can be, you know, 70-30, where most of the days of the week you're getting a little bit of fresh air, you're getting a little bit of walking, I do suggest it, because I do know a lot of us suffer with our mental health, and if there's just one thing that you can take away from this video, I would ask that you try it. Just try going outside once per day for even 10 or 15 minutes. I promise within weeks you will see so much difference in your mental health. So with that said, this is how I have been tracking my 75 hard. As you can see here, these are all icons from our shop, gym icons. And I have 1, 2, 3, and I draw a line through when I have drank all 3 of my waters. I write here my calories. As I said, I use an app to track that, and I'll leave it below. Yeah, and basically I just write a little bit of how the day went. Some of the days were brutal, I'm not gonna lie. As you can imagine, going from doing practically nothing when I was doing my IVF treatments, other than maybe a walk or 2 a week, to full-blown 2 workouts a day is hell. But I'm getting there. I'm on my second thing of water today. It's almost empty, and we're about 4 o'clock in the day, so this is going good. But I wanted to just come on and show you how I'm doing this, and just to a little bit inspire you also to move your body, and like to know that like you can do these things, because if I can, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm gonna just flip away from this, show you. I have already set up my next week. I didn't want to have the same sort of layout every week. I used just these little stamps that I had. I have no idea where I even got these, because I have them for years, since I was a bullet journaler. But and I just colored them in pink. But here is the February kit items, and I just put 75 hard continues. And what I do ahead of time is I'm marking out what days I'm going to gym and what days I'm not. So I know that I have 2 walks to do on what days, and 2 so I have gym, rest day, which would be walks, and then gym, then rest day, and then gym. So that just gives you some rest days between gym days. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing for next week, which I have already just penciled these in, so if something changes I'm able to rub them out as I go along. But basically this is how I plan to track my things going forward. Okay, so I just want to also show you, I will link them also below, is the freebies that I released for Valentine's Day. I wanted to do something nice for you all, so I made a freebie. I think there was about 12 or 13 dashboards, stickers, different things like that in a digital file, so you're able to print and download them. I'll leave the link below this video for them. And I made this spread from that digital file, and as I said, these gold icons, any of the gold text, they're all available over on our website, and these are the freebies. So lovelies, today is Sunday, and to be honest, I don't really plan on Sundays, so I'm going to plan my Monday with you to give you an idea of how I actually plan. And my first thing is to always check what I wrote down yesterday or today for for Monday. So I have a bunch of things here that I need to get done for Monday, and as things come I just always add them to there. And as I said, this is like the book where I can just scribble. So I have ideas, I have different things, and then I just write them here, and then I like can plan in a more sort of decorative way, the one that like actually feels good to me. So just give me a moment. I'm going to walk you through how I set up a day, which is Monday tomorrow, and how I actually like plan ahead of time. First of all, what I do is I open my brain dump book. I look at what is the things that I need to get done tomorrow. But before doing those things, I always set out what I have to do in the morning. So if I have to prep food for the week, so I normally prep food 2 days in advance, so that we do practically live at our shop in our office. So I prep normally 2 to 3 days food, depending on the type of food it is. And that's usually on a Sunday evening or a Monday morning. So to do that, I always need to have time in the morning too. So I'm going to show you my way of planning ahead of time. So I always plan when I'm going to wake up, but I want to add a bit of the February stickers. So I'm just thinking what I'm going to add here first. Bam, bam, bam. Actually, maybe I'm just gonna put first this little bit of this here, and I should have my to-do, my washi color, and I'm going to use this little bow. And I'm gonna put my schedule first. So how I plan my schedule is normally, let me show you. So it's like this. I always plan my days, because that way I can kind of tell when I should be doing what, always by looking at my planner. So first of all, what I'm going to do is write down when I'm going to wake up. So to wake up, I'm going to wake up at 6:30. Okay, so then I always like to measure time between things, because you know, when you wake up, there's always time between you waking up and getting out of the house. So that's time that I like to measure, because it does take up a lot of time. So I always want to measure, when do I plan to be at the gym? When do I plan to be at that appointment? So I'm going to mark here first. So after I wake up in the morning, I plan to make food. And food normally takes me, because we make pretty basic pretty basic foods, basically rice, chicken, so I don't need any more than about 30 minutes. So that's about 30 minutes. And then I do my normal morning routine, which is just getting dressed, putting a bit of makeup on, and getting out the door, basically. Is there anything else I had on my note? So they're the things that I need to, and because I'm going to the gym, I need to remember to bring my gym bag. So I'll just put a little asterisk. Remember okay, So next I plan to be at our office at about 9. So I'll put here work office, and if I'm at home and working I'll have home here, but tomorrow I need to go to the office to pick up the March kit. I won't be there for long, but I'll be going to the office, picking up the March kit, going to the gym, and then to home. So I'll have, that will be at, I'm trying to think, about 8:30 I'll be at the office, and there I have to do March kits pick up, and then next what I need to do is go to the gym. So I will probably, will I eat with Hannes? I'll eat my breakfast with Hannes. Eat brekkie. So I'll aim to be at the gym at 9. So then how I do that is I take my icon sheet, and I have these, there's these muscle ones, so I'm just gonna, I don't have my tweezers here, I don't know where I have them again, but I'll just pop that down. So I'll just put that, and then after that is here. Okay, so this is then gym, and I plan on having a lower body day. And the gym, I'm going to be there at 9. So I measured that I will be an hour at the gym, and to get home altogether I will be home by 10:30. So this gives my day already so much structure. So tomorrow morning I already know, without thinking that much about it, that these are the things that I need to get done in the morning. So when I come home, this is where the next part comes in, because tomorrow I have a bunch of things to do, and I'm working from home because that's where my camera setup is. That's where I am now. So from home I need to, this is where I will film, reveal video, and I will take listing photos. And all of that I will have done by 12:30. So I will mark that I go to work again. Office. And this is work. And I'll just mark here, I like to have the times down, so by 12:30 I'm back at the office. So at 12:30 I'll likely be back at the office, and Hannes will begin editing the video. And what I do next is I list all the March kit extras. I get the launch items done. So Hannes, and here I write what I need to do. So I have to list and launch, and then the rest of all the little bits, they all go into my to-do list. But now I have put this here, and the launch is at 6, so that means we're likely going to be at the office till at least 5 or 6. So I'll put here, and we're probably home by 18, and then I still have my walk, and I've been using these little timers when I don't have the little runner. I've ran out, so I need to get another sheet, and then I just put another timer and walk 45 minutes, and I want family time after 7 p.m. So this is basically how I plan my day out. So if it's a long day, which is a launch day tomorrow, you can see from here it's generally the same thing. Everything is always the same how I plan, and these are so important for me, just simply because it gives my day structure. And yes, I have a bunch of other things to do in between those, but I give myself always enough time to make sure that I'm back at the office at this time. And if I'm early, that's great, but this is where I'm aiming at. I'm aiming to be out of the gym and home by this. You know, you have structure. So now is when I can add a bit of color to my page, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm going to add a little bit here. And I have said it before about blank pages for me. Like, this won't be blank by the end of tomorrow, because I will constantly be scribbling something, customer service issues, anything that happens during the day sort of gets scribbled down anyway. I'm going to pop that across here, or will I put it this way? I think I'll do it the other way. I was eating oranges earlier and my finger is yellow from it, or orange actually. Yeah, I peeled the orange, and whatever it did, it's just not looking great. I'm guessing it just stained my nail or something. So if you're wondering why my nail looks yellow, that's why. It's from orange peel. Okay, I might just take our washi cutter and that, and I'm going to pop a little bit of that just here. Okay, and I always make a to-do list, so which is somewhere like this, or it can be in my weekly section, but I'm using that currently for so it can be like this. But currently what I'm doing is I'm just drawing a little line, and I'm putting a little to-do sticker down. Just like that. And tomorrow I have a bunch of things to do. So I need to email accountant, and I'll just put here, I need to do the email for launch of the March kit items. I also need to do a post, Instagram post, and I need to design thank you cards and leaflets. so I am making a new thank you card, so I need to also do those. And basically when they're done, I just put an X next to them and a line through them. So that is how I plan my day ahead of time. And as you can see, here is my week last week. That was basically just like this. And because this is practically my work planner, I have a journal that I journal in every day mostly. I don't really write anything on Saturdays and Sundays, so I tend to either use them as brain dump pages or I cover them in vellum, just like I did here. So here is my Monday, and as I showed you, I have already got my weekly set up now for next week also. So lovelies, that is how I am doing my 75 hard challenge. That is also how I plan my week ahead, and I wanted to share with you because I think there is a misconception sometimes that when you are a sticker girl or when you plan using a lot of decor, a lot of colors, that it's not functional. But for me, and I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, having deco sort of inspires me to plan, but it must still be functional and it must also serve as its purpose. So as you can see, how I plan is what works for me, and if it doesn't work for me, I change it up. But I always love my stickers, and I will always love color and just changing it up. So lovelies, I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration today to also get moving, but also to plan functionally and how to plan functionally. And if you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. If you do find it hard to just put pen to paper in your planner because you want it to be pretty, and I know it was a huge thing for me, I recommend any cheap notebook you can find that you can just store in the back of your own planner like this, or keeping it on your nightstand, and just using it to quickly jot down your thoughts and then fill it in your planner if it's always that, you know, you do like it to be pretty. So this is a really good way to do it. And as I said, I'm working on our very own brain dump books, but for now I am using just any notebook that I can find that's thin enough to sort of I can carry with me or keep at my bedside table. So lovelies, I hope you found this video a little bit helpful, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help to push our videos out there. And until the next video, just see you then, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you lovelies. Goodbye. Bye.